That's snoozy. I am Colonel Ralgo Norhalis of the Karathi Empire, and I demand frosted flakes and belly rubs. Stands on your starfighter, Cat Snoozy. These are actually sprites from Wing Commander 2 of the character Hobbs. Anyway, I don't know how to keep using that. I just wanted to start it off just once because I thought it was funny. Anyway, before we actually start on Wing Commander 3, I want to show some stuff that I forgot to show off in Wing Commander 4. So, let's start off with this mission. So I'm going to use a dragon for this. And I'm going to use a weapon that I forgot to use during the stream. The mace. It's not a really useful weapon. I'll get into what the mace actually is once during the mission. So first off, I mentioned you can slide. It looks like this. This is basically the equivalent of PSM in Wing Commander. And just like PSM, it's just like PSM, it's not very useful. There are a few situations where it's useful. The problem is it's very situational, and only the Banshee, the Bearcat, and the Dragon can do it. The other thing is, I showed this during the fight with Seaver. This is a fishing gun. You just charge it up and you just fire it. And it does a lot of damage, but you have to have really good aim with it. We'll show off the mace now.
Really gonna raise my kill score here.
Ready to dance.
Ready to strut my stuff.
Break formation and open fire.
Moving in.
Gonna give some maniac magic. These guys are hitting.
Oh, the mace is a tactical move. The way it works is I fire it, I hold down the missile button, and I let go, and it triggers an explosion. And it's about as useful as it... yeah, thanks for that. Just fly into it. It's about as useful as it sounds. I'm stupid at the Vesuvius, I guess. Because... like that. The problem is that it's not very useful because your wingman can get killed by it too. And if your wingman get killed by it, then it flags you as a traitor. Either die or finish the missions. Or show off the other one. Some of the other stuff. Oh, I died.
And in other news?
At least that's faster. The other weapon is the Starburst. Yeah, Starburst is even more useless than the mace. First off, let's actually start up a mission. Let's do attack carrier, I guess.
We scored some
I'm gonna load up the.
which I'm anxious to see field tested. One of them is codenamed Starburst, and it appears to be some kind of charged particle burst bomb with an engine attached. When you launch it, keep the trigger down until you want it to blow, and hopefully the safety will keep it from going off in your face.
Oh yeah, I also have mines, but I'll show that off during Wing Commander 3. So let's take the Avenger for this, because there's another weapon that I forgot to show off. So, this is the Stormfire. It's a machine gun. It does very little damage. But it doesn't use gun energy. It uses ammo. Yeah, very limited ammo. And then here's a Starburst. It works the same way as the mace. When you let go, it shoots little pellets into the sky. It's not very useful. If you can aim it right, it will kill somebody in one hit, but have fun with that. Yeah, it looks pretty. Well, that's about it for game stuff from Wing Commander 4. The last couple of things I want to show off are bloopers. Also, I'm not going to play Wing Commander 3 on Windows 98. So, let's start with bloopers.
Sound speed?
Amy, can you take this? I'm afraid we'll spill these.
We actually built a physical
We pulled
setup.
back from the edge of this jamming black hole, sir, but well, I'd have to say we're still only partially sighted.
Oh boy. All right, we got no choice. Go out on a search and destroy.
Hey, that's suicide. There could be a whole fleet waiting out there for us. We wouldn't know it.
No radar, no shields?
Without any guidance systems, the dumb flyers are going to be the only firecrackers we're taking.
Okay. Now something's thrown a blanket on this system. We go out, find it, and put it out of business. Move it.
Almost a perfect take, except for those doors. That's not the first time. This is I only have 2 outtakes for this game. The other one is in the Spiridon system.
It won't be easy telling them from the enemy.
We could use those fighters.
Colonel, the Admiral feels you're in the best position to decide which operation makes the best use of the Intrepid's resources.
Let's go for that shipyard and liberate us some fighters. All right, let's move.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock, knock. Open the
People,
door!
if you push, we're not going to get on the train.
Away from the platform.
Yes, step away. Need some air. Let me up to the door. I need...
Sorry, guys.
Screwed over by the Sentinel function. I think that's everything I have left to show for Wing Commander 4. So let's start free now, finally. I'm gonna play the DOS version of the game because the Windows version has digitized music, but my opinion is not as good as the MIDI music. Well, hold on a second. Just making sure you guys can hear it. I'll probably turn it up a little.
The enemy has struck at the heart of our empire. A puny contingent of their soldiers has been captured here on Kilra.
This incursion was an act of desperation. The hairless apes now flail about knowing that they are beaten. They have failed their race utterly. There will be no interrogation.
Do what you will with
disintegration. Silence. My brethren, they are not warriors, but maggots. Only one of them is worthy of being treated as a warrior, the one they call Angel. Still defiant, if we were to offer coexistence with your kind, would you not accept it?
The Kilurati do not coexist.
No, and now that the tide has turned in this war, your defiance is a pathetic and useless gesture.
You bore me, monsieur. Disintegrate me so I might join my comrades.
Disintegration is not for you. Your fate will be different. The human cannot appreciate the honor that I am about to bestow her. She is not only a great warrior, but her lair mate is the heart of the tiger.
May they rest in peace.
Peace. Have we ever known anything like that, Paladin?
Not for a long time, laddie.
First the tiger's claw, now this.
Enough. You are not to blame for either.
Some would disagree. This is Colonel Christopher Blair. Report to Admiral Tallwin. The wreckage of the Concordia has been located on Vespus off the Mistral coast. Evaluation. Total loss.
You can't live your life for the approval of one man.
Any word from Angel?
None.
Is that the official line?
I know how much she means to you, laddie.
Excuse me, sir. Did you say the victory?
Is there something wrong with your hearing, Colonel?
No, sir. It's just that
The TCS Victory is a fine carrier with a long history of service to the Confederation.
Yes, sir. A very long history, sir.
Ship assignments aren't open to debate, Colonel. Of course, I realize that the accommodations may not be what you're quite used to.
Well, sir, I didn't mean to suggest that.
The Victory will benefit greatly from having a wing commander of your stature and experience.
Thank you, sir. But can't we at least discuss the...
Now that we have the Kilrathi on the run in both the Gardel and Morpheus systems, I can afford to shift you to the Victory in Orsini. What I'm trying to say, Colonel, is that things are looking up. The Confederation has been making some very positive strides. Dismissed.
Sir, about my request.
Yes. But it came as a bit of a surprise to me. As you know, Colonel Devereaux's status is on a need-to-know basis. Your shuttle is waiting.
Yes, sir.
Despite recent losses in several densely populated sectors, Confederation spokespeople insist that humanity maintains the upper hand in its galactic struggle with the Kilrathi. However, our sources document a consistent underreporting of Kilrathi incursions, as well as civilian and industrial losses. There are even reports of Confed plans for a doomsday evacuation of Earth, replanting the seeds of humanity in a distant galaxy. The question is, who would go? Who would be left behind? And most importantly, who is making these decisions?
Welcome to the TCS Victory, Colonel.
Thank you, Captain.
Better known as Tin Can Sally.
It warms my heart to see you again, Colonel. But I must excuse myself now, as your duty here takes precedence over our catching up on old times.
Thank you, Hobbs. We'll talk later.
Yes, I know what you're thinking. She's no Concordia.
Oh, neither's a Concordia anymore.
Yeah, terrible loss. My sympathies. However, you're in my home now, and I'll expect you to wipe your feet every time you come in. I've been with the Victory most of my career. I was communications officer during a maiden voyage.
Well, sir, I'll admit I wasn't looking forward to the assignment, but now that I see you have a pilot as fine as Ragnar Hollis on your crew...
Hollis? Yes, he's my second in command.
He's not flying?
At his request. I know all about his exploits with you, Colonel, but here no one will fly with a Karathi on his wing.
What about his exemplary record? That must stand for something.
It was his request.
Captain Eisen, I'm not going to tell you how to run your ship, but I am going to insist that Hobbs is reinstated to the flight roster immediately.
Well, that's admirable, Colonel, but who...
I will, sir. I'll fly with him. He's the best wingman I've ever had.
This is Wing Commander 3. In my opinion, it's not as good as 4, but it's the first Wing Commander game to have it's the first Wing Commander game to have live action cutscenes. So you play as Colonel Blair from the very first game up until this point, and this is the first game where he's actually played by Mark Hamill. And I think the cutscenes establish what's a good idea of what's going on. This game takes place, I think, 5 years before Wing Commander 4, and humanity's fighting a losing war against the Karathi, who are basically space cats. And that's why the caption for this stream is stands on your Starfighter cat snoozy. I wish Cat was here just to see all the space cats. And we are going to spray them. There are always transitions between the Victory, and there's no quick move like in 4. We can just skip straight to the mission briefing and skip all the story, but where's the fun in that? Let's talk to Hobbs.
Welcome aboard, old friend. You're looking fine and fit. Does this war agree with you?
Yeah, like a pair of busted wing flaps. But it's great to see you, buddy.
And how is the fine pilot and Comrade Angel?
I don't have a clue. I haven't heard from her in a while. She's on some damn covert op for Tolwyn. But hey, I got good news for you. I put you back on the fly roster.
But I requested...
Never mind that. I want you with me on my first mission.
Well, there are many brave and noble pilots here.
Yeah. But when my life's on the line, I want a wingman I can trust.
I shall try not to disappoint you, old friend.
Yeah, cockboots. I like that they had to make custom boots specifically for Hobbs. And a custom combat uniform too. Who's this guy?
Lieutenant Rollins, comm exec, welcome aboard. You get the pep talk from the captain yet?
Something like that.
Well, the good news is it won't take too long to shower off the bullshit around here.
Captain Eisen seems to believe in his ship and his crew. And that kind of attitude's good for morale.
Yeah, well, you haven't been monitoring transmissions like I have. If you did, you'd jump sector in a nano.
Play along with him. Are you saying Command's hiding something from us?
Well, I can't say for sure, Colonel. But if you want the straight dope around here, you check in with Radio Rollins. Might even save your life.
So, I think you've already noticed, but unlike Wing Commander 4, 3 used 3D sets. Completely computer-generated sets. And because of that, the camera also does not move. Or rarely moves.
Hey, Hobbs. How about going around with me? Bet you a week's pay on one hand.
Thank you. No.
It's my man Vagabond. Let's talk to him for the first time ever.
Welcome aboard, sir. You want to play a hand? Since you're the rookie on this boat, I'll let you call the game.
Not much for protocol, are you?
No, formalities tend to be forgotten when you spend most of your time just trying to survive. What little spare time we do have, we fill up with other things besides practicing our salutes.
Well, I guess you have to adapt to your surroundings.
Don't I know that? It's an art, really.
No wonder they call you Vagabond.
Been doing your homework, I see. Yeah, I've knocked around some.
And yet your combat file is surprisingly brief. What's with the big gaps in your bio?
Can I help it if Confed decides to blank my data?
He's got a point. Huh. Sometimes HQ is as big a mystery to me as the enemy.
We got a lot of good people here, Colonel. Even those of us with incomplete bios. Just give us a chance.
Cutscenes work the same way they do as in 4. Like, when you get the option to talk to somebody, you can be a jackass to them, and it lowers their morale. Or you can be nice to them, and it raises their morale. And sometimes you have moments where you get to make decisions.
Hello, mon ami. I hope the fight goes well for you and all the others on the Concordia. I'm about to set up for a covert operation with Admiral Tolwyn, so I'm afraid we might be apart a little longer. But always remember, je t'aime. I love you.
French in space. That was Angel, a character who's been around since the first Wing Commander game, and also by Wing Commander 2 became Blair's love interest. Let's look at the kill board. I'm not logged in yet. Total kitties whacked, 35. These are all the pilots. But that reminds me, there was one last thing I forgot to show off from Wing Commander 4. There was a total kills I missed. Barbecue chickens. I could probably just post a screenshot of that. Or, yeah, total kitties whacked. But unfortunately in 3, I think the total kitties whacked is the only, it's the only total kills, thing, so it's not as funny. Guess who it is? It's Maniac played by Tom Wilson. Or Tom Wilson being a maniac.
No, I don't have anything better to do, okay? So I pulled into a tight loop, locked onto that cat's tail, fired off a heat seeker, boom! Turned him into kitty litter. It was a... All right. Well, well. If it isn't the Colonel. Uh-huh. I'm sorry. I couldn't make your welcoming party.
Well, I guess you had more pressing maneuvers to undertake, Maniac.
When duty calls, I'm there. Women like the smell of success.
Uh-huh. You know, I'm surprised you haven't been blown out of the sky by now, Maniac. By friendly fire.
Some people appreciate my flying style. I do what's necessary to win, okay? Suppose you're still flying with one eye on the regs manual?
I don't take stupid risks.
Yeah, speaking of stupid, I also heard you put Hobbs back on the flight roster?
My. Word travels fast on this tub.
Never understood what you saw in that cat.
Simple. I need a wingman I can count on.
You can't trust someone who will kill their own kind.
Who I choose as my wingman is my prerogative. It's a privilege of rank.
I'll bet you stay up late nights just polishing it, huh?
No, as a matter of fact, I have majors who do that for me.
The difference in our rank is a formality. We both know who's better in the cockpit.
Yeah, we do.
Let me tell you that story again. So.
Even though they had a bit more, they had a bit more of a rivalry here than they do in 4. Let's talk to Flint.
Colonel Blair, report to the briefing room immediately. Colonel Blair, report to the briefing room immediately.
Well, that was a short conversation. I know this is kind of long, but I'm just gonna show these elevator transitions the first time. Well, yeah, unlike 4, there's a mission simulator for getting to grips with the game. I don't know why they didn't have one for 4, but I guess they assume anybody who's playing 4 already played 3, which I did not. I played 3 like long after 4.
Ah, come in, Colonel. Time to put that reputation of yours to the test. Confed intelligence tells us that the Karathi presence is growing here in the Orsini system. You and your wingman are to fly routine patrol of these 3 zones, sweep the area of any hostiles you may encounter. Understood?
Completely, sir. So, these are the mission objectives. Oh, and one last thing.
Yeah, the wingman selection system for this game is more clunky. They do it through this cutscene. And right now, we can only pick Hobbs. Eventually, we'll be able to pick everyone else, but Hobbs, Blair really wants a boneless cat on his team right now. So let's just go with the bonelessness.
You're on my wing for this one. Dismissed, and good luck.
Let's take caught.
Chief Tech Rachel Coriolis, welcome to the Victory, Colonel. Heard you're flying with Hobbs on this one.
You got a problem with that, Chief?
No, sir, not at all. I think it's about time. That cat's one hell of a pilot. Here she is, one Hellcat 5. She's prepped, primed, loaded, locked, and ready to kick some ass.
Thanks. What about ordnance?
It's all taken care of. The captain downloads the mission specs to me. I dope out the weapons requirements, so you're set to go.
Oh yeah?
In the future, Colonel, you have the option of choosing your own weapons. Or you can trust my judgment and fly with my default loadout. I promise, Colonel, never to disappoint.
We'll trust her judgment for now. We can only fly the Hellcat. Well, this game plays exactly like Wing Commander 4, except it's actually on the easier side because you don't die in one hit from missiles. Also, because this is a DOS version, I can't use my throttle and rudder, so I'll have to play with a mix of the joystick and keyboard. Speaking of which, there's another thing I forgot to show off. I don't have to play the joystick. I could have just used the mouse the whole time, mouse or keyboard the whole time, and basically just controls like does. You have a virtual joystick. Cat Snoozy. Yeah, Cot is here, and guess what? My wingman is a Cot.
What's your status?
I'm happy to report that I've suffered no damage.
And we're going to spray other Cots. Yeah, Hobbs is the best wingman in the game. He's good at everything, and just like Maniac, he is good at everything. And on top of that, he always listens to your orders.
Sighted enemy craft, Colonel.
Breaking attack.
Engaging enemy now.
But the catch is that no one else in the ship likes him except Blair. Let me know if the music is bad, it's probably the sound. Or if it's one is too loud for the other, because they're different media devices. They're completely different audio devices. But Darkets light fighters are kind of, they don't pose much of a threat. They go down very easily.
Sighted enemy craft, Colonel.
It's a little loud? Okay, time to turn it down a bit. Is that better? Yes, soon I gotta be minus 12. Okay, let's run a bit then. Let's
Say
pop this
good
thing.
night, kitty. Breaking attack.
Engaging enemy now.
The problem... that was easy. The problem with missiles... So missiles in 3 don't kill you in one hit, but at the same time they also don't kill Karathi in one hit either. So...
Need clearance, TCS victory.
Excellent work, Colonel. I can see now that your reputation is well deserved.
Third planning, Colonel.
The roll is, unlike Wing 4, the rolling in this game kind of awful.
Pretty slick flying, sir.
Thanks, Chief.
We're gonna have to see this cutscene every time we come back on a mission.
Congratulations, old friend.
Yeah, just like old times, huh?
I must say, it certainly felt good to be back out there again. My gratitude for your trust in me is endless.
Forget it, Hobbs. You're back where you belong now.
I was the same guy I did the PNG tuber avatar of at the beginning of the stream, by the way. He looks like this now, but in Wing Commander 2, he just looks like a funny tiger man. Just tapping enemies. He stands on your starfighter, being all snoozy. Who's this guy? Let's talk to him.
Good day, sir.
At ease, Lieutenant. Carry on.
Sorry, sir. It's Raquero from the Celeste system. You can tell a lot about a system from its music, you know? Some places it's all minor chords. Makes you just want to run out and do a suicide mission. But this is bright. Heats your blood, makes you want to live a long life.
Now, are you a pilot, Lieutenant, or a musician?
Oh, I'm a pilot, sir. A pretty good one, too. Check my kill scores. But my family, they made guitars for many generations. I've got one that's almost 200 years old. The sound just keeps getting richer. Someday, I'm gonna open a cantina, bring in the best to play that guitar. Place for old fighter jacks like you and me.
Well, you better line up some other customers. Might not be many of us left.
Oh yeah, it'll be open to one and all. And me, I'll just sit back, gaze at the beautiful women, and listen to the music.
Sounds good to me. It's a nice dream, Vaquero. Hang on to it.
You bet, sir. Some of these guys, they actually like the killing. Me, I'll just walk away when this is all over.
Not much to say about this beginning part of the game other than, just like in Wing Commander 4, they are taking the time to introduce us to a lot of the characters you'll be sticking with. Let's talk to Cobra. She made a very nice impression the first time I saw her.
It's time we talk, Lieutenant.
Ain't much to talk about, sir. You've flown with it, and you both got the job done.
If you're referring to Hobbs...
I can't fly with him, sir.
If you stay on this ship, you'll have to sooner or later.
Don't put me in a position of having to defend him. I won't do it.
Why?
Let's just say I'm hardwired that way. And nothing you do is gonna change that.
Look, I'll try and keep you two separate on offensive assignments.
I'm not asking for special favors.
We need every good pilot we've got, and just so you know, I'd trust Hobbs with my life.
That's your choice.
You don't like cots. There's another thing in the locker, but I don't know if it will pop up this time.
Hello, mon ami.
Well, it doesn't say cutscene. Let's get these long ass transition cutscenes. Nobody here. I guess the only thing left to do is a mission then. Hot cringe. Gonna spray more of them.
Let's get started, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
One of our tracking stations report Karathi activity in these regions. I'd like you to run a patrol through there, sweep the areas. The station's report is sketchy. You might encounter some sort of Karathi cap ship. Go to it, Colonel.
So, these are the mission objectives.
Another problem with this game compared to Force, the missions are not as memorable until like the late game missions. So a lot of it is just like shoot a bunch of cats, spray a bunch of cats, sometimes shoot some cap ships, go home. Eventually some of the more interesting stuff will show up, but by then it's already like near the end of the game. So here's our selection of ships. We got the Hellcat. This is a medium fighter. It's kind of boring. This is the Arrow. This is the equivalent of a Banshee. It has better gun placement. The Banshee from Wing Commander 4. It has 8 missile slots, but it can't fit 5 FF missiles, so you're stuck with MREX and Javelins. You got the Thunderbolt, which is a heavy fighter. And you can stick it. It carries a torpedo. It has some really powerful guns. There's also the longbow from 4, which has a lot of missiles. We'll use the Thunderbolt this time. Oh, 9Gs. Cheap loadout. We're not flying with Hobbs in this one, we're flying with Vagabond. But it's okay, we'll see more space cots on the mission. Well, they'll be bad guys, not like Hobbs. Hobbs is a good guy, I think. Oh yeah, there's also a full screen display. But if you use the full screen, you don't get to see the sweet cockpit. And also, just like in 4, there are different views. Space camera, object camera. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way, Cat Stoozy.
Break and attack.
Here we go.
You're going home in a box.
I take the reins. Deal that.
Yeah, because missiles don't kill in one hit, wingmen also can survive more easily. Well, see you in a bit then. Well, I should still be around.
We got company.
Break and attack.
Here we go.
Transport. Let's take up the transport from here. Yeah, the reason why I like the DOS version more is because there's more variety in the music. They also have some. They also play a music track when you fire a missile. They also have music if you're about to die as well. Let's see what Vagabond's doing. He's just flying in a circle. I guess let's hop on the actually first I want to see this thing blow up. How long is it gonna be before it blows up?
Attack my target.
Mission objective accomplished.
Apparently I don't have to destroy this transport. But, I wanted to anyway. Well, apparently the torpedo didn't work. It's just... Well... That boom actually shattered most of my displays. I didn't expect that, but... I'll live with it, that's fine.
Need clearance, TCS victory.
Hey, set one for our side, Colonel. You're clear to land.
Pretty slick flying, sir.
Thanks, Chief.
He probably knows a lot of the costumes and props they reused from 3 to 4 as well. Like the flight suits are like exactly the same. I think the confit uniforms they're wearing are what they eventually wear in the Border Worlds. At least it looks similar.
Hey, Colonel.
Hey.
Pull up a chair.
Nice, Chief.
Let me know if I'm out of line here, but the word is there's a test pilot flying in on one of the new Excaliburs. Is that true?
Oh, Command doesn't tell me everything.
I hope it's true. I can't wait to get my hands dirty with one of those pups.
You really like your job, don't you?
I just hope the test pilot's not some priss who won't let me touch his equipment.
I gotta give it to you. You really get to the point.
Yeah, well, I never really cared much for gray areas. That's why I do what I do. Either an engine part works or it doesn't.
Machines don't lie.
Not as much as people do, anyway.
But you're being a little hard on people.
They gotta pass inspection, same as anything else. Of course, I got certain hours for that.
And do we keep this schedule posted, Chief? Do you?
Only for a select few, sir.
New fighter sounds exciting. Let's see, do we actually get... No. It's still the exact same cutscene. Let's look at the kill board. Not logged in yet. What happens if I never log in? This entire stream. No one here. And one of the weak points of Wing Commander 3 is having to physically go everywhere in search of the cutscenes.
Ready to get down to business?
Yes, sir.
Confed has a cargo ship loaded with med supplies that must be escorted to this jump point. Now, unfortunately, news of this shipment somehow leaked out. You will undoubtedly come under Karate attack. Good luck, Colonel.
So, these are the mission objectives.
Thank Vaquero this time.
Vaquero, I'd like you on my wing for this one. Dismissed, and good luck.
We're also gonna take the arrow this time for this mission, since we didn't last time. You see, this handles exactly like the Banshee. It can also slide. One thing I forgot to mention is that if you engage slide while in Afterburner, you can conserve Afterburner speed. So I guess that's one thing is useful. Because you don't get a lot of fuel.
Break and attack.
Waffy probably pose a larger threat. But Ralphie is the main frontline fighter of the Killer Ralphie. It's basically the equivalent to the Hellcat. But it's not anything special. If you can take out a Dark Kid, you can take out a Ralphie.
Got those in sight, sir.
Break and attack.
You're probably wondering how are we leading to the space cast as these are the fighters. It's because these fighters aren't not the worst stuff thing to think about. It's just the most common thing. Yeah, the arrow has a side stick. Corvettes. I have to fight this. It's probably not smart to fight a Corvette and an arrow. Yeah, I guess the other thing is, in Wing 4, captures were a joke and you could just shoot them a whole bunch. But in 3, Kirati captures are actually a pain in the ass. If you just try to do the same thing you do in Wing 4, you're just gonna die. So that's why I have to do that afterburner slide. Just to dodge through turret fire.
Got those in sight, sir.
Break and attack.
Andale, let's dance.
Say goodnight, kitty.
Break and attack.
It seems overall easier than 4. It gets tougher later, at least. Don't wait for them to jump. That's easy. I also, on the topic of of sentient cats, Stu's confirmed in an oven, so yeah.
Thanks for the escort, Colonel. Initiating jump sequence.
Mission objective.
On the topic of sentient cats, I once asked ChatGPT what would happen if on another planet cats actually did become sentient. And I don't remember word for word what it said, but basically they not the warrior race, not the Kirathi warrior race. Instead they were just all snoozy. They were still all snoozy. Still, just fighting over the food bowl. Looking for light sleep and if it's my sixth right spot.
Need clearance, TCS victory.
Well, I guess the Colonel's on a roll. You're clear to bring it on home.
Just a bit snoozy.
Pretty slick flying, sir.
Thanks, Chief.
Is this cutscene update yet? It does not. Yeah, they have cutscenes for literally everything. They also did that in Wing Commander 4 on the Lexington. But once you get on the Intrepid, once you switch to the Intrepid, they don't have any cutscenes. It just worked through. Well, we finally talked to Flint this time about Captain Eisen interrupting us.
Sir?
They call you Flint, right?
So you have looked at the flight roster.
Are you making a request, Lieutenant?
Sir, I come from a long line of fighter pilots. My brother, my father, his father before him. I guess you could say it's in my blood.
Your point being...
I know your record. I would have at least expected you to take a look at the victories. We've racked up our share of kills. We're not scrubs out here.
Nobody said you were.
Suppose you're afraid I'll peel off the first time we engage.
What about the 20th time? Or the 30th? Will you fatigue even a split second or get a twitchy finger? The wingman I fly with? I need guarantees.
Respectfully, sir, if you only fly when there are guarantees, you won't be flying much.
Well, she has a point. Do you have any recommendations?
Oh, I wouldn't presume to do your job for you, sir. I just work here.
Not for long. We'll see. Does Kat want to see these this amazing elevator auction? Just going all the way down the elevator. Those look like Slovies. It's afraid of deep deer.
Let's get down to business, shall we?
I'm ready, sir.
Confed civilian transport ship is moving through the Orsini area. She's going to need an escort, especially since intel reports that Karathi are testing a new cloaked missile. Confed has codenamed these new weapons skippers because they apparently skip in and out of cloak every few seconds to maintain contact with their target. Now you can see them one
the
second
cat's
and
skipping.
they're on the next. There are a lot of civilian lives at stake here, Colonel.
I'll do my best, Captain.
I'm sure you will.
Lots of skipping to the food bowl. We gotta stop them.
Maniac, you're gonna be my wingman. Don't make me regret it. Dismissed, and good luck.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk about cutscenes. See what you should think. Probably the arrow is the best idea. Cat lick. No, that's the fuel. You gotta see this every time. I actually don't know why they didn't have these before. Maybe they ran out of budget or time, or they decided it was too annoying. So Maniac is just like before. He is good at everything but doesn't listen to orders. So
It's party time.
Break and attack.
Watch and learn, Colonel.
just have him have him break an attack and just let him kill everything. That's the music change. That music indicates that I'm in danger of dying. I'm spraying the cots. And they're all decking. This is Cat Galaxy. And I have a lot of water. I'll make a car kick.
Break and attack.
Watch and learn.
Okay, this. I'm just gonna let Maniac handle the Corvette. Because he's trigger happy. I'm just gonna focus on defending the transport. So if it fires a missile, I have to go intercept it. Let's fire a missile. Let's get it. You're supposed to smell the exhaust. Oh, actually, I don't have to fight the Corvette. I can just teleport away. But let's see if I probably need to reestablish autopilot link. Yeah. Yeah, cap ships.
Break and attack.
Watch and learn, Colonel.
It looks cool when you slide like this, but in Wind Rider 4 it's actually really dangerous to do because the enemies have really good aim with their guns. And they'll probably just spray you. But oh, what I'd say is basically TSM. I'm not kidding. Also, there are missiles, just like in Wind Rider 4. I just haven't had to use them. Because why spray them with missiles when you can spray them with guns? It's also funnier.
Need clearance, TCS victory.
Good news, Colonel. As soon as you land, we're jumping to the Tomato system, which is reported to be kitty-free. And we got the cush job of assisting with the Excalibur test flight.
Wait, does that mean we get to fly the Excalibur?
You really smoked him, Colonel.
Thanks, Chief.
The tomato system. More like the tomato system.
Colonel, which way to the bridge? Confed's expecting my tech debriefing.
I caught some of the incoming radio, Major. How long have you carried that flash handle?
Since my first day at Academy. I don't think you should ever apologize for sporting a little style. That baby's still classified, folks. You think you could keep your people at bay a while, Colonel?
Christopher Blair.
Ah, I read about you back when I was flying with training wheels. Is it true pilots don't get older, they just get better?
This kid's a smartass.
So the thing about this, this guy's a jackass. So the thing is, it's a lot of these early interactions with him. If you raise his morale, it drops ship morale, and vice versa. So
Only the good ones. We'll see if anyone reads about you someday.
I come over in a flight suit again. And Blair just gets into a flight suit only to get out of it with no explanation. Are you gonna finally look at the picture yet? No.
They ought to shoot that kid, you ask me. At least strap him to one of my thrusters on the next mission.
As usual, Maniac, your solution to the problem is brainless.
Well, any chance I get, I'm up in the air. I mean, they're gonna have to pry my dead carcass out of the cockpit.
Oh, stop banging your chest. You're gonna bruise it. The Colonel will deal with him.
Oh, look, the Colonel is a spineless...
I wouldn't finish that sentence if I were you, Major.
We were just speculating on when the new pilot might pull his own weight.
Uh-huh.
They're right.
Well, one way or another, we'll find out what Flash is made of. I guarantee you that.
Does he pat you like that?
Also, Maniac having zero self-awareness. It's like he sees Flash and he's like, "Who is this asshole?" Showing off like these hot shit. Like, you ever look in a mirror? Really Fats, Cots, and Maniac. There's the thick cot and Captain Eisen. Let's talk to them.
I wish they wouldn't send me these Academy hotshots.
Youth and wisdom are rarely combined, Captain.
It's still your ship, Captain.
He answers only to Admiral Talwyn. Colonel, we're under attack. Launch all fighters. Red alert! Red alert! Launch all fighters! Launch all fighters! This is not a drill! This is not a drill!
Yes. Gotta take the elevator down very daintily.
Somebody help me out here!
Oh, fuck time, torpedo bomber. These are kind of scary and annoying, but not as annoying as the Vactoff. We'll see the Vactoff later, but we got to have the puck time because these are torpedo bombers. They will shoot them to victory and kill it. Fortunately, everybody else has the same brain cell. Everybody in combat has the one brain cell, spray all the cots. Especially cots with torpedoes. And I especially watch out for the pack time. Because he's got a rear turret as well. My rib turret hurts.
Objective accomplished.
I'm glad that bronze that was. Let's...
Need clearance, TCF victory.
Looks like Tomeo ain't as peaceful as HQ thought, huh? Big surprise. You're clear to land. By the way, supposedly we got the best fighter in the galaxy and all it did was collect dust on flight deck. Flashman just set out that firefight in the barracks.
Can you believe that? Have you noticed? We did not see that sweet Excalibur out here. It was just us and Maniac. At least Maniac actually, at least Maniac was willing to come out, but not with Flash? A joke. Let's go upstairs. He was too boneless. Well, it's time to spray Flash. He's in the verse. Actually, first let's look at our locker. He's look at him, he's right there, he's sleeping. Let's look at our locker first. Is he actually still? Oh, he's still not looking at the picture. I know he looks at the picture eventually. Right now he's just looking at a stupid hologram. Let's go spray Flash.
What the hell do you think you're doing? I'm waking up now, sir.
Didn't you hear that scramble alarm?
Yeah, it woke me up for a minute.
We were under attack, for God's sakes!
My talents won't be wasted on your little skirmishes.
Yeah, well, people were dying out there, you son of a bitch.
It's a war. People die all the time.
You've never seen it, have you?
Seen what?
Never seen pilots, people you know, getting fried in their own cockpit.
I do my part for Confed.
I don't think I've ever met anyone as frightened as you.
You think what you want. I've got my orders.
Yeah. And you'll find refuge in that just as long as you can.
Get. By the way, if I had to compare Blair to an Ace Cloud protagonist, I would say the closest match would be Mobius 1. Because Blair has been fighting this war for like literally 20 years of his life. And out of all the protagonists in Ace Cloud, I think Mobius, if you count the VR and Operation Katina, yeah, he's very much bonus. If you count Operation Katina and the VR campaign in H-Con 7, Mobius almost has just as much experience as Blair. And they do some of the same ridiculous feats. And yes, that includes super weapons. Retirement doesn't exist. They just let me for you. Artist asking before he's found one? Maybe. I have no idea what Phoenix's career looks like. Well, outside of Ace Combat 1 and 2, maybe.
That Excalibur's one hell of a ship. But just like I figured, there's a real dick on the other end of the leash.
What, he's not letting you do your job?
These loving hands, I can tweak anything and make it run a little better.
Of course, and a little grease never hurt.
Maybe he doesn't need me now, but there's gonna come a time when he's flying a paste and glue special, and then see what kind of servicing he gets. I bet you'd like to take her out for a shakedown spin. You know, if you swing by at the right time, you just might find the key in the ignition.
Whew. I'd love to fly that ship.
What do you guys think? No one steal his ship? I think we should, but what do you guys think? Yeah, we're stealing it.
It's been a long time since I've done any joyriding.
Well, then you owe it to yourself.
Take that cat. We're going to be all snoozy in his cockpit, and he's not gonna get to do shit about it. Cat sniffs. Now what do you?
Come in, Colonel. We have to move quickly on this. The only reason we aren't under attack right now is because the Karathi have bigger fish to fry. They've targeted Tamayo too. Their transports are already moving in. Now, if you and your wing can cut through the fighter cover, we might have a shot of destroying those transports. Now, we're gonna need a lot of firepower, and we're gonna need it fast. Scramble everybody. I want those flight decks empty.
Right away, sir.
Sounds like the best opportunity to fly.
You'll never guess what's gassed up and ready to go.
I guess what, we can fly the Excalibur. This is basically the dragon of this game. It's the best ship. Yeah, they do those flying a little early. My opinion on this, I like the look of the Excalibur more than the dragon, also. Look at this thing. It looks prettier. Also, it has really fun guns that create a lot of juice, but and they also auto aim, just like the dragon and the Bearcat. The ship can also slide. It also has a side stick. So let's take this for a joyride.
Sighted enemy craft, Colonel.
Break and attack.
Engage an enemy now.
Oh, there's a Raptor. Raptor is scary, but I have the Excalibur, so that should not be a problem right now. me this vaporizes, this gun vaporizes things. The reason why Backdogs are scary is because of their turret on the back. So you never want to fight it from the back. Even if it's shooting at you from the front, the head-on pass is more tolerable than trying to chase it down.
That's my target. Break and attack.
Let's get rid of this Corvette. That would have killed me. Let's go away. The cat's being boneless. Oh, there are the transports.
Back my target. Back my target. Back my target.
Look how easy it is to just blow these things out of the sky. They all get king. This is the biggest spray, water spray I have.
Objective accomplished.
It's, as usual, when we kind of free roll, rolling still sucks. So it doesn't roll that well.
Need clearance, TCS victory.
Now we know what that machine can really do. Clear to land,
You are way out of line, Colonel.
Somebody had to step up to the plate, mister.
You think Confed wants some old man risking their state-of-the-art test vehicles, huh?
Where do you learn to spew all this crap? Doesn't the Academy teach kids to fly anymore?
Listen, old-timer, I don't have to take this from you. I think it's time to teach you a lesson. Meet me at the simulator at 0900 and we'll see who knows how to fly.
This punk's time to teach this punk a lesson. On one condition. If you lose, you put in for a transfer to combat pilot status. Aboard the Victory.
If that'll make you feel better. I'd ask you to shine my shoes if I win, but I like my shoes too much.
So... Well, I actually can activate the main terminal here. Well, if I die, I'm gonna have to, if I die on this, I'm gonna have to reload it. But... So... Let's challenge them.
Okay, here we go. I promise promise I'll make this as quick as possible.
So, like other pilots, he spams Afterburner a lot, but unlike Seafer, his Afterburner is finite. He's firing a lot of missiles.
Next thing you'll be flying is a wheelchair, Grandpa. Spam that Afterburner. All aces like to do this.
talk to Eisen first thing.
Guess we got ourselves another combat pilot, but it's a whole nother thing fighting the Karathi out there.
It got sprayed. If you live though, you never get him as a wingman. So yeah, if you want him as a wingman, you gotta redo this mission until you beat him. Put the guns on him and kill him. Unfortunately, we don't get to keep the Excalibur. We'll get to use it later, but that was just an early taste.
Continues to be worth reading. I fail to see it. The natural resources are utterly depleted. It remains a source of slave labor, but the population has never been particularly malleable. Slaves we have no shortage of. If Terrans want this system, they shall have it. Nevertheless, my liege, I bristle at the thought of, they will call it, what is that strange word they have? Surrender. No, it is not that. This system shall serve as a message to the apes. Since it is no longer of use to us, we shall render it useless to them as well. As always, my liege, a wise choice.
Well, the cat with the dark fur is Melik, who we met in Week Metal 4. He had a different animatronic, which I don't know why they changed his design. His design in 3 looks a lot better than his 4 design, but I guess they just didn't. I guess they just wanted him to look less like a cat. And the one of the lighter fur is Prince Frakhath, who's the main bad guy of the entire of the game series up to Wing Commander 3. There you are.
Colonel, I'd like to apologize for some of the things I said.
Some?
Well, I still think I could have beat you 2 out of 3.
Care to go at it again?
Nah. From now on, I'll prove it to you out there. That is, if you figure I'm good enough to be your wingman.
You're on the roster. You'll get your shot, same as everyone.
Thank you.
Bring in a shot. Or if you'll get shot. Flash is basically a maniac but better. Oh, expect him to be exactly the same as Maniac. Good at everything but never listens to orders.
Colonel, you know the Kiorathi may be using bioweapons here.
First I've heard of it.
Kiorath has been preparing these kind of weapons for years. If they're not deployed here, they will be somewhere else.
Would you mind telling me how it is you know so much about the Kiorathi?
It doesn't matter if you believe me.
She knows something. Well, that's where you're wrong. It does matter. It's just that someday I'd like to get the rest of the story.
I get a feeling she doesn't like me. So we can't open our locker anymore. And can we? Maybe if we leave and come back in? Nope, the locker's closed for good. It's Dr. Flint.
I flew here once. A lot of places to hide in this system. This your first time?
This is my home system. My father taught me everything he knew about flying here. He'd been planning to pass it all on to my brother, but Kilrathi had other plans.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Everyone's lost someone, right? They don't give you medals for it.
You haven't been back since? Well, which one was home?
That one. It was a beautiful world. Dark purple nights and burnt moons that chased each other across the sky. The insects would sing, different serenades depending on how close the moons were. Yeah. My brother and I would stay up listening. Do you remember the time before the war?
I don't let myself.
Sir, I have scores to settle here. I can't be on the sidelines for these engagements. I need to be part of what goes down.
Give her a shot. Flint, when you fly, are you gonna be my wingman or your brother's wingman?
I like that it's highlighting the voice that usually ups morale. It makes it a little easier. I don't think they do that in 4. So we're gonna do one last mission and then I'm gonna call it for the stream.
Let's get down to business, shall we?
Ready, sir.
The Kilrathi intentions in this area remain unclear. While we continue to gather intelligence, your task will be to corral the cats wherever possible. We wish particularly to shut off their access to the populated planets and this asteroid field. Let's try to put these Kilrathi raiders out of business permanently.
Ready to go, sir.
I like that enthusiasm. Dismissed.
So, these are the... Cobra, I want you on my wing for this one. Dismissed, and good luck.
We're like for all the cats. So the Hellcat is more survivable than that you're in the Fumbles. The Hellcat is more survivable, but if you're a veteran of this game, you'll probably want to use the arrow instead. Or the Thunderbolt. I don't remember what's in this mission, so I'm gonna use the arrow. If there's a capture driver, I'm probably screwed.
Enemy sighted, Colonel.
Break and attack.
Going after.
Oh, I'm gonna fight the Raktovs, yeah, for real. And without the luxury of the Excalibur. So, Raktovs are really scary because if you tail them, their turret will they'll always be able to train their turret on you, and that's what usually kills. Not their front guns or missiles. So you gotta bait them to attack me head on. I guess. They have better guns in the front, but they're not accurate. They're not that accurate. They're not that accurate with them. And they have poor gun placement, so... Watch out for that turret. Also, if it's opportune, you can rise after a missile like that.
You're going home in a box.
missions with Ralphie's. These are easier. Let's walk them not to run into them. You've noticed that a lot of these missions are basically just patrol and spray a bunch of cots and then come back to base. With the occasional interesting mission. It's not as exciting as Wing Commander 4, or like, really within the first 3 missions, suddenly you're defecting to the border worlds, and shit's getting real. Well, the only thing to watch out for with Darkets and Ralphies is that they come in large numbers. But, they're usually target practice. Straggas are cloaked fighters. They can see they can cloak, but it's offset by they're very flimsy. So they have to rely on sneaking up on you. They can't. If they fight you in a straight fight, they're usually toast.
Breaking attack.
Hell no, captured. I should have brought the Thunderbolt instead. Maybe next time. So, in Wing Commander 4, they eject if they get shot down, unless the plot requires them to die. In 3, there is a certain point near the end of the game where, at that point, anyone can die. We're not at that point yet, so... It's like literally near the end of the game. And... my sidearmor's going now. It's not accomplished, and I think I really do have to. I have to shoot. Oh,
Break and attack.
there's more fighters. There's no way I can stand up to a capture with an arrow. Not without taking a huge beating. I think that was an ejection seat. I just flew into a cat.
That's my target.
There's no choice. Yeah, they got to deal with. I really lost my front shield and I'm taking a bit of damage. Oh. If Cobra can kill it for me, that's fine.
Break and attack.
Going out.
Oh, it's such a dark cat. The cats. Oh. They're firing missiles. Oh, that's why. There's an ace. Let's get rid of them.
Objectives accomplished.
Well, I just sprayed an ace pot as well. Oh, dick.
Need clearance, TCS victory.
Feels great kicking some furry butt in this system. We're moving on to Laconda 4. Intel says the Karathi presence there has increased. Hey, sir, I'm getting reports that Flint was a little wild out there. You been picking up pointers from old Maniac, huh? At any rate, you're clear to land.
You really smoked him, Colonel.
Thanks, Chief.
You smoked the cock. So that's gonna do it for this stream. It's not as good as Wing Commander 4 in my opinion, but it gives insight into the setting, like, because Wing Commander 4 takes place after the Kilrathi War, so this gives some good insight into what actually happened during the Kilrathi War. Yeah, I haven't died instantly like in Wing Commander 4. I died a lot when Commander 4, but I still liked it. Oh, I still liked it overall. I think I still liked it overall more than 3. So tomorrow, I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow because it sounds like Bristol that wants to stream Free Spaceport. If that's happening around the same time I was going to stream, I might be tuning in on that instead. Otherwise, if that doesn't happen, then I might consider streaming again. But for now, I am going to become boneless. So, take care, everybody. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yep, it's everybody's turn to go boneless. Later.